Now I would like to go on to Buxton-Street-By-Street, where Anna Watson, Caitlin Bisnell and Claire Mitchell will tell us about how this voluntary organisation was formed just 6 months ago and all that they have achieved in such a small space of time. Over to you, Anna.
On the 16th of March 2020, I set up a Facebook group called Buxton-Street-By-Street COVID-19 Support. I did this in light of the impending national lockdown, and I knew that we had to somehow find a way to make sure that all those people living in Buxton had at least one person on their street that they could turn to if they needed help. This was a huge success. We found a way during a period where we had to be our most apart to come together in a way that none of us would have imagined possible. We continue to go from strength to strength, and today we are responding to very different circumstances around us, but we continue to look after those that we originally made connections with. Neighbours that never maybe spoken to anybody else on their street are now friends. I now hand over to Caitlin.
Hi, as Anna's just said, we started out by encouraging people to help their neighbours, by running errands, collecting prescriptions, doing shopping, and within a couple of weeks we built up a team of 200 plus volunteers covering all of Buxton's 300 odd streets. Since March, our volunteers have run well over 500 errands for their neighbours. But perhaps our biggest project so far has been to help to deliver surplus foods to vulnerable individuals and families in crisis through COVID. Working with High Peak Food Bank, neighbours and community groups, we have built a network that has, over the past 6 months, has delivered 2,400 food parcels to well over 150 plus families in need. We've also delivered 2,500 Easter eggs to youngsters across the town. None of this would have been possible without our amazing team of volunteers, packers and drivers. And although that project is now coming to a close, we do have lots of exciting plans for the future, which Claire will now tell you all about. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna and Caitlin, for those wonderful descriptions of who we are and the work we've done with High Peak Food Bank to date to help people in hardship because of the pandemic. So the future at the moment is obviously quite uncertain, but we will continue with the neighbour support. So our neighbours have been amazing at helping people during lockdown to get their shopping, to post their posts and just odd jobs for them in a COVID safe way. So we will continue that. We also identified that there is a need for people who are feeling isolated anyway, who are feeling even more isolated because they don't have access to the internet or have the skills to help them enjoy all the wonders of all the lockdown things that have been going on, to help people feel connected online, or even just to do online shopping or online banking, to help them stay at home and feel a bit more safer because they want to stay at home. So that's helping people stay at home is one of the things we're going to be able to continue to do. We also want to help people get out, the people who want to go out but are feeling maybe anxious because they've not yet been to a restaurant or a pub or a bar. We'd like to be able to help them realise that it is safe, that businesses have made it safe for people to go out. Everybody's taking COVID very seriously, and especially with all the restrictions, there is a way to still carry on about your business safely, and we can help people do that through buddying and through investigating the peer support system, so that people can try and get back to some sense of normality in their everyday lives. This is going to involve some community engagement and working with our volunteers as well, and we can't wait to meet all our volunteers and just to say thank you to them and to celebrate with them how wonderful they have been over lockdown. The amount of letters and praise that we've had saying I couldn't have done it without people, even if it's just a phone call saying how are you doing, or somebody just going and getting a loaf of bread because they were already out of the shops. Or it's been awesome for people's, even if it's just for people's peace of mind, knowing that there's somebody out there who can help them if they needed it. So those are our plans. We're going to help people stay at home if they want to stay at home, help people go out if they want to go out but are feeling a little bit anxious about it, and also work with the community to see what might be coming next for Street by Street and how we can continue this amazing community spirit. So all that remains for me to say is over to you. So please send us your videos of how you would ride out of lockdown to our Street by Street Facebook page, or to Connects, or to Alan's website. And finally, good luck, Alan, from all of us. Thank you. Bye bye.